Welcome back, everybody. The 4.5 marks here, doing a recap for Hot Magnum Nights.
Magnum Nights.
And man, what a card we had tonight,
It was
man.
a scorcher of a card.
Very, very hot indeed. Perfect for this extremely hot day as well. Oh God,
No,
summer is here.
Very, very, very humid out there. What? Like over 100 degrees.
Something
Hotter
like
in
that.
here though.
But let me tell you what, the card tonight way hotter. So let's just jump right into the card. What was the first match? Tell me, Bande.
And the first match that we had was Uriah Upton versus Teddy Mercury. Things got weird, and it was also for the Top Gun Championship.
Dude. And then seeing Teddy Mercury with that belt, oh man, it's like a dream come true, man. He got. Let me tell you what, he got weird with it.
Yeah, no, the whole place got weird.
He definitely deserves it. And then this match was starting from the beginning of it against Uriah, especially with Uriah being a high fly as is.
Very explosive match. A lot of things were going on in there. A lot of back and forths.
Did you even say who was in the match? Uriah was the other guy in the match, not just Teddy Mercury. All right, cool. Scrub that. All right. So, anyways, match-wise, how did you enjoy it?
I had a great time. I mean, things got really weird really fast. We ended up at the very beginning. It didn't take very long for Teddy to end up humping, gyrating.
Is the word.
There was a little bit of humping in there at some point too, which Uriah was not necessarily cool with, but they got all that figured out.
Yeah, I mean, so a lot of back and forth offense, of course, between the guys. I mean, they have a lot of history here. We've seen them in plenty of matches. They beat the mess out of each other. He took it for a ride. I'm trying to remember all the big things. What? He took Uriah for a ride, as you would like to call it. Placed him on the shoulder, placed him on the top rope. He also got on the top rope, and they rode it like a horse. And let me tell you what,
that was a bumpy ride.
He did indeed say that.
Yeah. Well, we had a couple of rollouts from Uriah as well. Also some reverses from the Tombstone.
Yeah,
Teddy was trying to do on him.
Yeah, tried to hit him with the finish really early on in the match. Uriah reversed. They got out of it. A lot of like I said, back and forth offense between the two. And then what finally happened?
Well, at the very end, Teddy did go ahead and land his Tombstone finish on him, which ended up sealing the fate of the match.
Does he have a name for that or anything?
No, not from what we've heard from. It's just a variation of the Tombstone.
It looks good, man. Yeah. It gets a lot of height on it.
It fits its weird aesthetic.
It's perfect. It's perfect. I mean, hit him with the finisher. 1, 2, 3. Still your Top Gun champion. A lot of dancing afterwards.
We'll go ahead and see if he lasts as long as Falcone did.
Which
was quite a bit of a record.
That was quite a bit of time.
We're here's hoping.
All right. Well, next match.
Yeah, leading up to that, we had the tag team match between Brandon Nitro and Shepard versus Drake and
Relly Carter. Or as the tag team is called, the tag team is Young Guns.
Young Guns. It's hard to pronounce the name, okay?
Regardless, both these guys, I mean, Brandon Nitro and Alex Shepard on a team is scary enough as is.
It really is.
But we've seen a lot of good things come out of the tag team of Drake and Relly. And they know each other. Well. They know each other well. They work with each other really well. A lot of just like a well-oiled machine, you know.
Definitely. They both knew to keep Brandon completely isolated from Shepard the entire first half of the match.
Yeah, I think I've seen a lot of development of them as a tag team, just from where they used to be as single wrestlers, and they're putting in that work. And honestly, against big single wrestlers like Brandon Nitro and Alex Shepard, and them being a tag team, man, it's just hard. It's hard to put into words what we watch in the ring, you know.
Yeah, you definitely had to be there, honestly.
But like I said, a lot of good tag team action from both sides. Let's see, the team of Brandon Nitro and Alex Shepard had the upper hand for a good part of it. At the very beginning, Relly and Drake did isolate Nitro for a while.
For quite a bit of time.
But he finally got the tag. Alex Shepard came in, ran house on both Drake and Relly.
Immediately.
Then they had the team... Oh, sorry. They had a team advantage of... I guess being more, a normal tag team. Yeah. I'd say they have more experience working together. Definitely. We don't see Brandon Nitro and Alex Shepard working together too often.
No, plus they both have very different ways of wrestling too.
But we did see that come up with the ending of this match.
Yes.
Brandon Nitro had a cooler, brought out some bangs. He cracked them open with Alex Shepard. They cheered, they took a sip, and Drake hit Nitro from behind, causing him to spit
all over Alex
into the face of Alex Shepard,
blinding him.
Really took advantage of that, rolled up Alex Shepard. 1, 2, 3, Young Guns get the win.
Yeah, no, they got out of there
over Nitro and Shepard.
Mm-hmm.
That's like,
it's wild.
Sad to say, it's impressive. Not like in a sad way, but like in a way that I'd hate to see Nitro and Shepard lose. But Young Guns being who they are, I mean, this is like hopefully you see more of them, come up. So, oh man, what a match! What a match!
It really was. They got out of there quickly, and then we got to see a little bit of what seemed like a bit of slight tension between Nitro and Alex Shepard due to the loss.
Yeah, due to like how they lost.
Due to the way they lost.
So I mean, we'll see where that comes. See. Maybe something will come out of it. Maybe not.
Maybe not. We'll see.
You never know. I mean, with everything going on, you never know.
Yeah, but moving on to the next match, we had a hardcore match between Donnie and Kid Sackett.
Oh man!
And man, was it something! Immediately, as soon as they ended up getting into the ring, as soon as Kid gets into the ring, Donnie comes out, and before the bell rings, he just rushes straight into Kid and starts trying to beat him up before the bell even rings. They're both going at it against each other. Yeah. For the first part of the match, Kid had his sack out.
He came out with
a sack.
It's Christmas themed too, which is very funny.
Yeah, especially since it's the middle of summer.
It's June.
I
don't know what month it is.
Second Christmas.
Regardless, but yeah, Kid came out with Steven the Eagle, who came out with the chair too. It's just I'm a little lost on where he came from, but I imagine it's from a nest or a tree. And then Donnie comes out, of course, being Donnie, walking around the ring. Everyone's giving him the nice loud boos.
That's a bad man. That's all I know.
And as soon as he got in the ring, he immediately ran after Kid. Mm-hmm. Did not wait for the bell, nothing.
No.
Jump started that match. And just immediately ran after Kid. Kid, of course, returned to offense with the sack. Most likely for the forks. We know who this man is.
Hey, he's the man of the forks.
Yeah, and they, like I said, as every good hardcore match does, they beat the absolute crap out of each other. Man, mm-hmm. Donnie pulled a trash can out from under the ring, hit Kit with that. They used the lid for a while. Used the lid back and forth. Kit got it at one point, hit Donnie with it. They had a lot of offense on the outside of the ring.
Yeah, a lot of fighting around the whole
mm-hmm.
arena.
A lot of uses of outside
weaponry,
outside items, objects. What do you want? Yeah, I was like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Like a wall sign at some point.
I kept saying outside. I was like, a word, object.
Yeah, at one point, Donnie gets the candlesticks.
He pulls candlesticks out from under the ring. Yeah. Hits Kit with one. Hits Steven over the head with the candlestick.
Everybody got candlestick.
Everyone got one. Yeah, Kit picked up one at one point. Hit Donnie with
it too.
So everyone was getting one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Of course, offense returns into the ring. Donnie has control at one point, and he signals for someone to bring something out.
Yeah.
Cut to the Magnumtron.
To everyone's surprise.
Jeremy has a chair and I think another candlestick he's getting ready to bring out. And what happens?
He gets jumped.
He gets jumped by Joey Anderson. Pops out of like a
shaft.
It's like a chute, right?
Chute, something like that.
He jumps out of it, grabs Jeremy, beats him up. Red Ring comes off from off screen.
Just nonchalantly closes
it. Nothing to see here. And of course, Donnie is upset. Taken aback,
and Kid takes advantage
of that distraction. Hits him with some more offense. Takes advantage of that.
It signals to Steven the Eagle to bring out.
He tells him to bring out the table. And so, what does Steven bring out? He goes into the back, brings out this table covered in plastic forks.
The fork table.
The fork table. Oh man, he got that into the ring. Kit set that up into the corner. And man, let me tell you what, that thing looked like super gnarly,
that
man.
Thing looked gnarly. Everybody was just telling that is sick.
Dude, so he sets it up in the corner. Kit goes to Irish Rip Donnie into it. Donnie reverses Kit into it. Kit stops right before he hits the table, turns around, runs at Donnie. Donnie picks him up, getting ready, has him on his shoulders, fireman carry style, ready to put him into the table. Kit reverses out of that, picks up Donnie himself onto his shoulders, throws him, slams him through that table, runs him straight through that table, pins him. 1, 2, 3 for the win. What a match, man.
Definitely. What a way to finish it.
Dude, through the forked table. That's
split in half.
It's forked up, man.
It's forked up. After that, we had a bit of a brief intermission, but we also ended up seeing over at the Magnum Jumbotron, we ended up getting a word from one of our champions, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was actually a champion of ours that was supposed to be having a match, but their opponent.
Yeah, well, cut to the Magnumtron.
Yeah, the Magnumtron.
Briar Hale pops up, and she tells us that because her opponent decided not to show up, she decided not to defend her title tonight. And she said that she does what she wants. She said she didn't feel like she was worth it wrestling in front of us, nasty Nebraskan.
A bunch of losers.
Bunch of losers. So that cuts off on the Tron. Out comes Sadie. Sadie's music hits. Yep. And she comes out in her sling, gets into the ring, grabs the mic, tells us that Briar doesn't deserve the title, of course.
Hasn't done what she needs to do as a champion.
Defended it enough as a champion, doesn't put in the work.
Doesn't show up.
And then she doesn't deserve it because he cheated to win it in the first place. And Sadie then reveals, takes her sling off, that her arm
is healed.
And that next Magnum show, July 19th, that she will be having a match. I don't think she's Briar, but she said
she'll have a match at Road to Reckoning.
Road to Reckoning. And she's setting herself up on a warpath to hopefully to obtain this
reclaim what was rightfully hers.
Honestly, she had that match initially won, but they cheated. Briar cheated. As she does. So hopefully in the future we get to see Sadie in more matches. Hopefully we get to see her get her hands on Briar.
Which you can also have the opportunity to see that yourself, since tickets are actually on sale right now.
July 19th, Road to Reckoning. Tickets are on sale.
At this moment.
So pick those up while you can, while they're fresh.
Don't be a Jive Turkey. Come on and join us.
Yeah, come experience this in person. It's something that you just have to. You have to experience yourself to understand the impact it has on everyone. The impact it has on just the promotion itself.
I came all the way to Omaha, Nebraska, and what do I run into? 4.5 marks, more like 4.5 Melvins. I've never seen a bunch of goofy dressed Melvins in my entire life. They look at me and they say, "Oh my God, is that Matt Taven?" I say, "Yes, he is I, and I am him, and I'm Matt Taven. And why are you wasting my time?" This guy right here, nicest guy in the world, he says, "I'm gonna wiener punch these guys if they don't get away from me." But I'm still waiting for that.
Yeah, it just makes me think. We were just talking about how Elvis died sitting on a toilet.
We weren't just talking
He was
about
taking
that.
a crap,
Taking
and
a
he
crap.
died sitting on a toilet seat. And I thought to myself, you know what? That kind of reminds me of 4.5 marks.
So they go hand in hand.
They sit on a toilet seat, and I'm not going to say they die.
No, they don't die. But what comes out is also the content that they come out with on a normal basis.
And so it's 4.5 marks. Everything's getting 6.5, 7.5 nowadays, 8.5, 9.5. I've never even got 4.5. So maybe you guys
Yeah, we
can.
have we? Yeah, one time.
Oh man, one time, and I think it was from 4.5 marks. And this time, Taven will wiener punch you.
One of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, but coming back to the next match after that intermission, we had Nino versus Camaro.
Yeah, Nino versus Camaro. And dude, this match was a Haas match for sure. Just
definitely reminded me of Bobby Lashley, the matches that he has.
Dude, big man match.
Big fan match.
Dude, they put it all in there, man. They hit each other with everything they had. Some really hard hitting, like heavy hands these guys have.
And we just talk about the loyalty of the Magnum Militia to Nino. The whole time that people are watching, it was just a bunch of chants of Nino's house. Yeah, that's what this is.
Yeah, chanting for Nino. The people of Magnum love Nino, but Camaro's no slouch, man.
No, not at all.
Dude, he picked Nino up with ease. He lifted this man with one hand, slammed him like this. The offense these guys did to each other is crazy because both of these guys are so strong. They picked each other up like it was nothing. But these guys are not small guys.
Yeah, no, to have that kind of strength, I mean, they have a ton of muscle mass. These are big people.
So this, like I said, the offense was as hard at hitting as ever.
It started with a couple of tests of strengths, a little bit of old school grappling.
Let's test the strength, some old school grappling. At one point, they chopped the mess. Dude, these chops were so loud.
They didn't even like prepare or anything. They were just like chopping each other, saying, "Come on, do the next one."
Oh, man, and it was really, really back and forth. I would have to say, like it could have gone either way. Camaro had some really close falls there. But overall, comes down to Nito getting advantage towards the end.
I mean, it is Nino's house.
It is his house. Picked him up over the shoulder, hit him with that standing dominator.
His signature move.
1, 2, 3. Nino hatchet. Prevails. Dude. Insane.
That is insane. The amount of freaking strength you gotta have to just pick somebody up, stand, and just throw them down like that.
Especially like how big these guys are. I can't elaborate anymore on how like big and muscular these men are. Like it's crazy. It's crazy.
Well,
dude, they're jacked.
They really are. Which moving on to muscular and really big. Our next match is actually gonna be Duke versus Ringo, actually. And Duke is also a big man.
Yeah, dude. Speaking of big
he
man.
He is the man. Speaking of big men.
And he is the man.
The man.
Man, he said it himself. So Ringo comes out getting ready for this match with Duke. Duke comes out, of course. Everyone loves Duke.
Very different wrestlers in the way they hold themselves.
But what happens? What happens? Both of these guys are in the ring. Music hit. Jackson King comes out. Comes out with the mic. Talks about how he deserves another chance to go against Duke. On how he feels like he should be inserted into this match, right?
He was super close last time.
He said he wanted another opportunity. Duke told him that no. He told him that he had his chance. He lost it. He told him, back of the line, buddy.
Yeah.
And so
the
Jackson
measuring stick has to measure other people.
So that's what he said. He said he's the measuring stick here in Magnum, which is true. And security had to come out. We helped Jackson King get to the back, get him out the ring so they could start the match. And this match, oh man, it started off. Ringo, man, I don't know how he does it.
Ringo exploded immediately.
Dude, from the apron, top rope, springboard clothesline across the entire
other
ring.
Side of the ring.
Into the back of Duke. Duke was not ready for they didn't see it coming at all.
You could see him starting to kind of curse under his breath.
Dude,
that happened immediately.
Dude, jump to the bell, jump Duke. And then Ringo had some pretty solid offense at the beginning of this match.
He definitely dominated the first part.
Yeah, he got him up against the ropes. He cross-bodied him basically over the rope.
Yeah.
Duke's on the floor.
He did a moonsault.
Yeah, Duke's on the floor. Ringo sets up on the apron. Moonsault. Beautiful moonsault. So, dude, he got so much height on that thing.
He did.
But yeah, hits Duke with it. Gets up. Everyone's cheering for Ringo. Dude, like nothing happened. Like this man didn't just pull off the most beautiful moonsault. Gets Duke back in the ring. Gets a little bit more offense on Duke, but Duke reverses. And at that point, Duke's Duke, man.
Yeah.
He took control of that match. Oh, man. He beat...
As soon as he got ready, he ended up just controlling the rest of the part of the match.
He beat the confetti out of Ringo, man.
Confetti?
He's a clown. You honked him a couple times, you know what I'm saying? Man. Duke is just a scary man to be in the ring with. I'm pretty sure every time I see a Duke match, I'm like, I would not want to get in the ring with that guy. So I took control of that match. I'd say Ringo had a couple of spots here and there.
He tried to take his nose as a clown does.
Yep, grabbed his nose per usual. We got the whole got your nose. But Duke wasn't having any of it.
He took his nose back.
Yeah, he got the thing right back. Basically got some more offense off on Ringo. He grabbed Ringo into a gnarly pile driver. 1, 2, 3. Duke beat Ringo. End of the match. Oh, man.
Yeah, and then after the end of the match, though, what do we see after that?
Jackson King comes back out.
Rushes back in.
Yeah, rushes back in, jumps Duke. So I'm pretty sure we'll see something come out of this for sure.
Probably.
Maybe even next time. Next event. So we'll keep an eye on that for sure.
Yeah. So after that match was over, we ended up going into our match with Red Wing and Falcone.
That was for the Magnum Championship, right?
That was for the Magnum Championship.
Man.
I'll say this from the very beginning. I just kind of figured that Falcone was not going to be able to do much against someone like Red Wing, someone as big as he is. But
I mean,
Falcon surprised.
You can't underestimate Falcone.
That's
man.
true.
He-
Honestly,
he-
that's his biggest
He
weapon.
was Top Gun champion.
Yep. For
So
the
you-
longest time.
for a really long, like a decent time.
Mhm.
So you can't underestimate him at all. He's great in the ring. He's great at what he does. We all hate the man. Small ass chain. DeSanti. So, but yeah, this match too, man. Like these guys have clearly, they know each other,
Mhm.
so they are familiar with each other's offense. So they know what to look out for. They know what to expect. But with DeSanti being in the corner, you would never really know what to expect
That's
with
true.
Falcone. I know at one point, Red Wing was in control. Got Falcone in the corner. He went to the other corner to do that, like a running splash.
Yeah.
But DeSanti grabbed Red Wing by the leg, caused a distraction, had Falcone take advantage of that.
Which
for
is kind
sure.
of the turning point for a portion of the match itself.
Yeah.
From the very beginning, Falcon was not having a good time. I mean, how do you go against a French that can jump like what 5 feet?
Dude, the height. I say it all the time. The height Red Wing gets on these jumps, man.
Scary.
Like just the height he gets on any like leg drop he does, like the flying leg drop he does, man. I don't know how this man gets the height he does, but he just has to have so much power in his legs.
Honestly, which that changed with DeSantis' intervention there.
Mhm.
That's when Falcon ended up starting to take a little bit of advantage there. Didn't want Red Wing to even get back up. Just kept wailing on him at that point. Kept doing what somersaults over the clothesline, dropping over on him.
Yep.
Yeah, doing his best, doing what he can.
So at some point, Falcone is in control of this match. He picks up Red Ring. Crazy. Didn't even think about anyone picking up Red Ring on his shoulders, and he basically gives him he throws him over his shoulder, and he hits the ref. Down goes Rudy.
Rudy, no!
And with that happening, DeSanti grabs the Magnum title, jumps up onto the apron, and he's telling Falcone, use the title, hit Red Wing with it. And Falcone,
surprisingly,
Falcone tells him
no.
no. He says no. He's like, no, he's done. He said, get off the apron, get down. And Red Wing gets back up, pushes Falcone and DeSanti. DeSanti goes down. Red Wing, of course, gets the rebound of Falcone bouncing off of DeSanti, picks him up into that big power slam he does. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, which can I just talk about the irony here? Because usually we see this playing in their favor, in Falcone's favor.
With the distractions of DeSanti.
Distractions, and also with referees being on the floor, just out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and a little bit of tension that we saw there too between the dynamic duo that is DeSanti and Falcone.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, so tension's building. We'll see where this leads.
And we'll see. But the tensions didn't build as much as what happened in our next match, which was the main event of the night.
Man, do you want to start off?
I think I'll leave it to you.
All right, so this match, Crucible comes out. We love Crucible, of course.
Not as much as Carlos.
Not as much as Carlos, but even Tyler, Palm Blanco, whatever you want to call him.
Palm Blanco.
So Crucible comes out. Of course, Magnum crowd loves Crucible against the Kingdom. Oh, Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, these guys. I said it earlier, but these guys, both of these tag teams are just so
their peak.
Well-oiled, like I said, well-oiled machines. They know exactly what they're doing with their tag team partners. They know exactly what to look out for. The offense they have is smooth as butter.
Yep.
Oh, but man, it was. I don't even know how to explain. I guess what started off Mike Bennett against Brixton. Starting off the match, and man, they started with an intense lockup.
Yep.
But it wasn't nothing crazy. He gets pushed into the corner. Brixton pushes him off, taps him on the chest. Is let's bring it out. They lock up one more time. He starts putting Mike Bennett back in the corner, but Mike reverses, puts him in the corner. Same thing, taps him. It's very, very uncanny because they kind of look similar.
They do kind of look similar.
Just saying,
which was played on in the match at certain points.
Yeah, a crowd definitely noticed.
Yeah. Well, I was just enjoying the match.
Dude, this match
was great.
This match was great to watch. Like I said, both these guys have great tag team offense with each other.
The amount of tag teams that we saw overall between both of these
Yeah,
teams
I'd
was like
say
something else.
yeah, I'd say Crucible did a great job of isolating Mike Bennett for the good portion of the beginning of the match. At some point, they both Brixton and Mike Bennett hit each other. They go down, and then we get the big
Yeah, we get
big hot tag. So
Yep.
Mike tags in Matt Taven, Brixton tags in Jameson, and those guys, man, they start railing on each other too. Everything about this, like, oh, man, just the movement and like the speed of that Matt Taven has, especially for like how tall of a guy he is.
Yeah, I mean,
Dude, he
there
moves
were many times that Jameson was trying to like hold him or like do
Yeah,
anything.
he's just so nimble. He's just so nimble, man.
He's fast.
He had the speed advantage on Jameson for sure, but Jameson had the power advantage.
Yes.
So I know at one point, Matt Taven goes for a move, he reverses it, picks him up, carries the man. You know, Jameson isn't going to go down that easy.
Mm-mm. No, we seen him take a lot more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man,
It got confusing too pretty quickly. Also, I mean, at some point, like all of them were there.
Yeah, all of them
I
were in the
think
ring at
all
one
of them
point.
were.
Yeah, so it was a little bit.
It happens.
Yeah, a little hard for the ref to keep track of everything going on. Bodies everywhere, but man, this match, I can't even put in the words, man. I just like, had to sit there and like watch it. Like I know I usually try to get like little clips here and there, just video. But I had to sit down. I put everything down. I focused straight on this.
It was a bit of an experience,
dude. It was an experience. I was so excited for this match.
However, all good things come to an end.
All good things come to an end. Oh man!
And what end?
So the Crucible has Mike Bennett and Matt Taven in shambles, I would say at that point. Matt Taven's on the outside of the ring on the floor. Mike Bennett's in the ring getting beat up by both of these guys.
Jameson specifically in this.
Yeah, they hit the finisher on Matt Taven. They throw Matt Taven out. They get ready to hit the finisher on Mike Bennett. So McGregor goes into the corner for the big kick. Brixton has Matt Taven over his shoulder for the big setup. And as soon as Jameson starts coming out of that corner, he drops Mike Bennett. And bro, he flying kicks Jameson right in the face from Brixton ass.
Out of nowhere. No, in my case, I was just shocked. It's the reason why, like, I don't. That's the main thing I remember about this match because I didn't see any build up to this whatsoever. Their teamwork was as impeccable as always.
As always, man. We don't know like anything about this. Like it just seems like it came out of nowhere.
Yeah, and then right after that happens, Nino comes out.
Yeah. So yeah, Nino comes out. Well, he allows Mike Bennett to pin Jameson, so the Kingdom gets the win.
True.
Ding, ding, ding. You know. And then Brixton goes on to just beat on Jameson some more. Nino comes out to stop him. Nino goes to check on Jameson, who's on the ground. And while Nino's checking,
pushing Mike Bennett out of the way.
Yeah, and while Nino's checking on Jameson, Brixton ass goes out the ring, grabs a chair, comes back in, hits Nino with the chair. Or did he hit Jameson with the chair first?
He got Jameson with the chair first. And then after that, when Nino comes out, Nino comes out of the way.
Yeah, Nino comes out to stop him.
Nino checks on
Jameson, gets up to turn around, gets hit with the chair from Brixton. Nino goes down. Of course, he can't help Jameson at that point. No. Brixton picks Jameson up, bloodied.
All over, because he was being almost to a pulp at this point.
He puts him into the corner, head into the corner between the turnbuckles, puts a chair right in front of him, goes to the opposite corner of the ring, runs, flying kick straight into that chair, right to his face. Busted open, blood everywhere.
He falls out of the ring at this point.
Falls out of the ring onto the floor, laying in a pool of his own blood, basically.
And at this point, like everybody would kind of like believe that would kind of be the end of it, right? But no, that wasn't the end either.
No, Brixton goes out. He grabs Jameson's face, wipes some blood, gets back in the ring, wipes blood across his chest. You know, just showing him like, you know.
I guess there's bad blood between them now at this point.
Nah, there has to be at this point.
Yeah, which is odd.
Man, I don't even know what to say. Like that was you could felt the whole atmosphere of the building.
Yeah, I mean the Kingdom at this point, like they just kind of
they left. They dipped.
They looked horrified.
Man, I don't even know what to say.
Well, all we can really say is
Coming to next month, so July
Yeah.
19th.
Road
Road
to Reckoning.
Road to Reckoning. I was like, yeah, give me the name, man. Road to Reckoning. We just have to see what comes of this. Like, we have no idea why it happened. We can
how
only
it happened at this point.
we can only assume nothing at this point. I can't assume jack shit. Fuck, man.
Exactly. The only thing we can know for sure is this is going to continue next month.
Yeah, this has to.
Has to at least have
Has to.
something at least going on. So yeah, go ahead and get
Man.
your tickets, and we'll see you here.
Man, oh, man. Well, thanks for listening to the recap of Hot Magnum Nights. Of course, we will visit this again for the of course, predictions coming up for the next show. The recap of that show. Just keep up with Magnum. Keep up with us if you want to hear about our thoughts on Magnum, what's going to come. And as we always say,
if that check bounces,
so do you. Bye-bye.
Bye.